They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
Kevin, they're in the midst of a really impressive stretch right now, and I'm not sure if they can maintain it, but they ought to ride this momentum as long as they can.
Well, you're not alone, Clark. I'm not sure they can keep this thing going, and I think a lot of people would agree with us. But, you know, the longer they go on like this, maybe the more momentum they'll build, maybe they can break through and have a great year.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Marion is out there with Irving, and it's Varejao in at the 5 down low. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Shot clock at 3. Second chance shot with 1 on the clock. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They came out flat that night and could never really get it going. Not their best effort for sure, Clark.
No, I agree with you, and I thought maybe they could find somebody to come off the bench and give them a spark, but it didn't happen.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
And here is LeBron, following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. LeBron drives in. The shot is off.
Still can't quite get anything to fall after 5 tries. No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business, for sure, you're right.
Such an imposing finisher around the rim. Intimidating to the defense, really.
There's Rose with the 3.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Got that one up quick. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Noah, the pass to Dunleavy. Here's Rose. That is good. Rose has got 8 points.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A-game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Here's James. And the shot is good. LeBron's got his second bucket.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
The kick out to Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. And it's Butler missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seemed.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house or items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulating for you to be effective.
Shoots it up. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Heinrich. That's 10 points for Rose.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
LeBron dishes to Irving. And another miss by Cleveland. And with Cleveland, it was just a train of events that led to the bad environment between players getting into it with each other and saying they wanted out of Cleveland. Some players saying it was about their brand and nothing else. They did everything they could do to get things in order this summer and did a pretty good job at it.
On better footing now, for sure. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And for the Cavs, they needed to have a big change in culture, and they seemingly did that with bringing LeBron back into the fold and hiring Black. You can expect them to be solely focused on winning games this season.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Cleveland, James Jones comes in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Shawn Marion.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Up and in on the layup.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
Oh, and the jam by Butler. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Chicago on defense, leading by 5. Kicks it out to Love from past the arc.
In building this lead, they've been excellent at not allowing any good second chances.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And a wide open look for Irving. No good with the triple. Here's Noah. Here's Butler. There's the buzzer, and not much. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14. Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him, show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago. Tell you what, does not matter what the score is. He's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. He's been hearing them for years.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Cleveland also making some changes. Love check in for Varejao. James comes in for James Jones. And it's Marion in for Dion Waiters. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. To the inside. Here's McDermott. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about. And Powell last season making $20 million a year. Hard for the Lakers to trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start in free agency.
Here is Heinrich. Shawn Marion making his last shot. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Nikola Mirotic, fourth.
So much value in having a big man who can step away from the hoop to draw bigger defenders out there. It really opens up the floor for the team.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier for everybody when you've got a guy who's capable of spacing the floor because of his accuracy from three-point land.
6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Heinrich. No good. Good D by Irving.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Marion with it. Now defended by McDermott. And here's James outside. They grab their own miss. Here's Thompson. Misses from close range. Chicago leading by 8. Here's McDermott. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Doug McDermott was a high school teammate of Harrison Barnes back in Ames, Iowa. They helped the team win 53 straight games and back-to-back state titles. At the time, Barnes was seen as the surefire NBA prospect, but McDermott became a superstar in his own right, playing for his dad at Creighton.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Harris is checked in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, you have to admire Dion Waiters' confidence as he feels he's going to be the next great shooting guard. Not shy to proclaim himself as the next in line. Waiters saying, I really believe that I'll eventually be the best shooting guard in the NBA. This year I'm going to show a lot of people who doubted me and still doubt me. I'm going to show them. Can't wait to watch, guys.
Well, Doris, confidence so key in this league. Thanks. And Doug McDermott ended up playing for his father at Creighton. Dad didn't take it easy on him either. And, you know, do you think that Clark prepares him for playing under a demanding coach like Tom Thibodeau?
Without question, Kevin. I mean, you play for a demanding coach in college, and it prepares you for what you're going to face in a coach like Tom Thibodeau, who holds his guys to a high standard of accountability, demands an awful lot out of them in practice and in games. So I think Doug McDermott will be well prepared for what is going to be required as a member of the board.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I'll tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
Now here is Harris. LeBron drives in.
It's been a solid outing for LeBron. 9 points, and he's put 1 three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he's good on the second. Here is Rose. 9 points last game. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. And Pau never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as light as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes some significant wear and tear off your joints. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
Here is Rose. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 18. Rose, good. Rose has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Harris kicks to LeBron. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And that's 12 points for LeBron.
It's a pretty good finish to a very shaky offensive possession.
On its way from Rose for 2.